So, welcome to my humble abode. So anyways, I got little Nikki Nene over here on this corner, Ricky Roo's over here. I guess they don't want to be on camera with me right now. So anyways, happy Monday, peeps. Happy Monday. So, oh my gosh, I thought long and hard about this video. And what made me think of this video was last week, I was watching the Kelly and Ryan show. You're all familiar with that show. And Ryan was announcing that he was moving on. And I was like, oh, this is a surprise. Okay, cool. And I listened to the whole thing and whatnot. And it brought back so many memories of my time with employees, whether it be housekeepers, whether it be personal assistants, whether it be whoever, you know. And just watching that, I was so happy for them because it's like Ryan said, originally I signed on for like 3 years and it stretched out to 6 years because he was having so much fun. But he's moving on to different pastures, greener pastures, whatever, you know. But I loved how he did it. I loved how he came on and he made the announcement together with Kelly, and they announced what was going to be happening and so on and so forth. And I was like, see, that's the way it's supposed to be done, you know. I was thinking in the past, whether it was housekeepers or assistants or just different people that I've worked with, that's how you do it. You know, that's how you part ways, because this is the one thing you don't ever want to do in life, guys. And I don't know if you ever heard this from a teacher or a parent or whoever, but you don't ever want to burn a bridge, because you never know when you're going to need that person again for some reason. And I've had so many different personal assistants. Let's say I had Zulema. And when she decided to move on, she got this huge job where she was going to be managing these hotels. And I was like, good for you, girl, good for you. And so then I replaced her with Brittany. And Brittany was so cute, and she was fresh out of high school. Maybe she was still kind of in high school part-time, I can't remember, but just a cutie patootie, was a daughter of a friend. She was sweet. She's now married. She's got a couple kids. She now lives in California. I'm so proud of her. I had Riley. And Riley was with me forever. And Riley wanted to move on and become a policeman, which he is. Still great friends. Still works my parties for me. I mean, like, just amazing. And then I had Kenya. Kenya was with me. Kenya, way back in the day, actually started out as a housekeeper with Connie. So she was actually housekeeping and babysitting the twins and so on and so forth. Got a really cute video that we can pop up right now where she's actually on a trampoline with the twins when they were little. So she was actually a housekeeper and then a babysitter too, and then also a personal assistant. I've just had so many different people, different housekeepers. I've had Carolina now 8 years, going on 9 years. But before that I had Connie, and Connie was with me for decades, it just seemed like. And then I had Corey. Corey was the son of a good friend of mine, and he was my assistant for a while. And now he's a makeup artist. You might have recognized him if he was in some video during my Fashion Woodlands event. He actually did Vicki Gunvalson's makeup and a lot of the models' makeups. So he's an aspiring makeup artist now. So congratulations to him. And then I had Fab, and Fab was fabulous also. Just, you know, so many memories with all of them. I mean, like with Fab, I mean, like he was actually like a son. Well, and Riley was like a son to me, and Corey was like a son to me, and Kenya was like a daughter to me, and Brittany was like a daughter to me, and and Zulema was like a daughter. I mean, like they've all been like so amazing. But even Fab, just he was fantastic. He knew how to do his stuff. You know, I treated him like a son. He got gifts all the time. I can remember when we went shopping for his computer that I got him so that he could do his editing for me and himself.
What? What do you have in your hand? That's a big ass computer. Yes. My God, I'm so excited.
Look at there. Woo woo. There shall be no excuse other than pure laziness.
No, I'm excited to film a video. I mean, I did a video I filmed yesterday.
Why Fab isn't growing on social media. Because he has all the tools that he needs now. With greater ease, and the Louis Vuitton and the many different trips that I took him on, took him to DragCon.
Rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, diamonds on my body rich, smelling like Versace rich, Jay-Z and Beyonce rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich.
Took him to Mexico. This is kind of like a tribute to all of my past employees and people that have worked with me. But the one thing about Fab that I let him do that I never let anybody else do was I actually let Fab be a part of my channel, where I had never really let any of the others be a part of my channel. And so I think what happened is people kind of like Kelly and Ryan, you know, people get used to seeing two people work together, and then it's kind of sad when they're not together anymore. Because before, you got to remember, before Kelly and Ryan, there was Kelly and Michael Strahan from Good Morning America. He was her co-host for a while. Before that, it was Kelly and Regis. And before Kelly, it was Regis and Kathy Lee. And so, you know, what I'm really trying to get at here is change is hard for some people. I have gone through so much change in my life. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. And when I say change, I mean change in whether it's a different employee or a different assistant or a different housekeeper or a different yard people, different yard person or different landscaper, different, it doesn't matter. I mean, like, you know, change when it comes to relocating different houses, change when it comes to losing a loved one. I mean, like, I have had so much change in my life that I don't want to say I'm immune to it or that it doesn't affect me, but it doesn't affect me the way it affects other people. I am more used to it. I am kind of ebb and flow with it. It's kind of like, oh, you're leaving? Okay, well, good luck. I mean, like, I wish you the best, you know? And so it's kind of like this Kelly and Ryan announcement last week kind of just brought me back to not only, you know, when Fab and I parted ways so that he could go do his thing and I could go do my thing, but it also brought up the memories of other people in my past who have parted ways with me. But we've always parted on good terms. And like I said, look at Riley. Riley still works with me as a policeman. He still helps me out with my parties. Brittany Gaskell needed me for a reference, so for a job. So did Zulema. You know, so it's just like you never want to part ways in a bad way. And just like Kelly and Ryan, you know, who knows if Kelly and Ryan will work together again? I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. I mean, like, it's a small, even though we think the world is very big when it comes to celebrities, the world is actually pretty small and tight-knit when it comes to what they do, because everybody knows everybody. So it's just, today's video is kind of like a tribute to all those that have worked with me in the past, and I wanted to just show some clips of some of the pretty close-knit, amazing times that Fab and I even had together, where we had kind of conversations like Kelly and Ryan would have, and we kind of shared how we felt about each other. And so let's watch those clips. You're saying, well, how is it that meeting Mr. Fab is motivational? Well, we'll tell you how. So anyways, this was back in 2018. I was actually doing some stuff in my closet called Conversations in the Closet, where we would actually get together a bunch of influencers and have this panel in my closet, and we would sell tickets. Anyways, we had this we would always have these, I call them shows, in the closet, where we would have a panel of 4 or 5 speakers, and we would sell tickets, and we would limit it to about 50 or 60 people in the closet, sitting on the second floor, and then there would be this panel of speakers, and there would be the audience. And someone I was working with at that time, out of Atlanta, suggested that one of the speakers be Mr. Fabulous, because he had a great social media channel, he was a great makeup artist, and he seemed to really know what he was doing when it came to social media and working it and all that kind of stuff. So we invited him to be one of the panelists to speak, and did the interview and everything. And we were so impressed with him. When I decided that I wanted to have an assistant, I had an assistant, and things weren't working out so well, so it was time to find a new assistant. And lo and behold, we reached back out to Mr. Fabulous and asked him if he would be interested in working for me part-time, a couple days a week, which would still allow him to do what he wanted to do with his business the rest of the week. And he said sure. And so literally, that is how we met. That is how it came to be that he started working for me. And here we are now, going into our 3rd year together and still going strong. And so it's really been fun. Now, to listen to his version, I hope he tells it the right way, because to listen to him tell his version, it was like, wow, I'm going to have such an effect on this young man. It's going to be amazing. So now let's listen to Fab's version.
Hold it 1 second right there, because that is not how I remember how it went down. Hey guys, when Teresa brought me this idea of sharing our story like this is not what we had planned, but I loved it. And you guys just heard her version right now, and it's pretty spot on. Like, that's exactly pretty much how it went down. But from my side, it's a little bit more emotional in a way. It's a little bit more like life-changing for me. You know, she was working, doing her job and creating the content that she needed to do. And she was, you know, moving in the way that she had planned. For me, none of this was in my plan. It just popped out of nowhere and literally changed my life for, like, what's better than best. You know, I don't know how to describe it, but her story was correct, but a little bit more of a backstory coming from me. Before I met Teresa, 3 months before that, I was actually working retail. I was working in cosmetics. I was working for a brand that I loved and I loved working for. But then a couple months after working there, I became, honestly, really depressed. Like, I just didn't love my job anymore there. I felt like I wasn't being valued. And I made the decision to quit that job and leave. And I was going to pursue being a makeup artist full time. And it was one of the best decisions I made. I do not regret that decision, because after that job, I went on to freelancing and I was making a name for myself and I was doing my social media, and it was literally building and growing. And I was like, oh my God, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do. And out of nowhere, Actually, one of my family members went to Teresa's event that she had in the closet, and she told me about Teresa, and she was like, oh my gosh, there's this woman here in Texas with the biggest closet, the world's largest closet. And I was like, oh my God, like, that's amazing. Like, I wish you would have told me about that event so I could have gone. I would have loved to have been there. She was like, you got to come with me to the next one or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah. And I followed Teresa. I was watching what she was doing, and I was like, so just amazed. And then I remember them putting out a post or reaching out, and I was like, is this for real? Like, is this really happening? Like, they wanted me to come on for a segment and talk about beauty and how to do the perfect and I was just like, this is not really happening right now. Like, but it felt right. Like, I felt like, oh my God, like, this is such a big opportunity for me and whatnot. So the day of when I come out there, I'm super nervous. Like, I just am just so freaking nervous. And I remember when I get through security and through the gates, and I remember stopping at the stop sign right when I got in. And at the time, I wasn't even vlogging or anything, but just something came over me that said, I need to document this moment. And I literally pulled out my phone at the stop sign. I'm sure there's probably someone behind me like, can you move it along? But I literally pulled out my phone and I was like, I don't know what's going to happen today or what's going to happen after this, but I just know that my life is going to change forever.
Oh my God, looks so cute. My assistant, Mr. Fabulous, brought me this morning because we hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Woo, we're celebrating. How cute. So guys, we are like 20 people away from hitting 100,000.
Oh my God.
Like,
we have to down this though.
Oh my God. I don't know if we're going to down it, but like.
We will. But we're spraying each other up.
We're at 99,983.
I can't believe I'm here for this moment, T. Like, you know I love you. I'm
like,
so proud of you.
Seriously, guys, this is like,
such
a moment.
So
I'm like, I love you guys so freaking much. Like,
it's because of them and all your hard work.
I love my motivational Mondays. I love my wacky Wednesdays. I love my passion Fridays.
That's how we met.
Seriously, I mean, like, that's how we met.
We met because I died and she inspired me to live on. So, and now we're best friends and we work together.
See?
Yes.
No, seriously.
It pays to be in your life. Like, even as a fan, like, you are who you are and you do, like, welcome them into your life. Like, you guys are part of this family. Oh my God. You're going to freak out. I already know.
So can you see this number yet? No.
87.
Can you see this number? 99,988.
12 subscriptions.
We're 12 people away, guys. Oh my 90. We're 10 people away. Seriously, we are 10.
I have to get ready to spray you down in celebration, throw almonds at you.
Oh, Mr. Fabulous. Mr. Fabulous is on the phone with us. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you like, look at
you are so slim, thick, and sexy though.
Oh my God. Mr. Fabulous. Look, Mr. Fabulous is on. We're on YouTube Live right now. Look. We're within 10 people, Fab.
Yes, Fab. Oh my God.
Look,
Fab's in the hospital.
Look, Fab is in the hospital and he's rolling around his IV stand.
We're praying for you.
I mean, like, seriously. Fab is on the phone with me.
I saw you on YouTube Live and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe how close you are. And I was like, I just have to call in and because it's such a big moment for the team.
No, I'm serious. Like this is a team effort. Like Mr. Fab, even though he's in the hospital, he's been there 100%. He's like everything. You know, even though he hasn't been able to, you know, be there and film and do everything, like Mr. Fab has been there 100%. He's been on this growth the whole way. I mean, I owe everything to Mr. Fabulous and his filming and his editing and everything. I mean, like this is a moment that we cannot celebrate without Mr. Fabulous. Like, you guys, here's Mr. Fabulous. He literally is in the hospital, sick as fuck.
I'm FaceTime ready
and
to
he's
celebrate.
FaceTiming to celebrate, like, because he knows how important this is. He knows how much work he's put into this. He knows how much blood, sweat, and tears. Got back from LA, and what happened? I got the news that Fab is extremely sick and he has pneumonia and he's in the hospital and everything. So my heart goes out to Fab right now. I feel so bad for him. But that leads us into another topic, because I've always said to Fab, because you know he's my right-hand man, I rely on him so much. And I've always said to him, gosh, I rely on you so much to help me do my videos and to edit everything. What's gonna happen someday if something happens to you? He says, oh, don't say that, nothing will ever happen to me. And I'm like, I'm the kind of person that always is prepared. So I'm like, you never know, you know, we can't determine what happens in life. So I said, what would happen if you get in a car wreck or you got really sick or whatever and you couldn't edit for me, you couldn't film for me? He's like, don't worry about that, Teresa. Well, guess what, guys? Ooh, had lipstick on my teeth, sorry. Guess what, guys? Got back from LA and I saw on his story he had a wristband on his hand from like a hospital, and I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And he's like, oh my God, I've got pneumonia, I gotta go to the hospital. And I said, holy smoke wars, my worst nightmare is coming true.
Okay. I feel like I haven't seen you forever.
I know.
Oh my God.
Is it good for me?
He has to continue to work.
Do you guys like this outfit?
So inside this special box is his working computer
Thank you.
that he has to have, because apparently his computer's not working right now, and he has to be able to still continue to work. So he had to come to my house today to get the computer so that he can go back home, so that he can edit videos all week long and still get paid.
Hey peeps! So today's gonna be a big surprise. So I have thought long and hard about this. Normally I give Fab like a bonus for Christmas and a bonus for his birthday and stuff like, you know, because I never know what to buy him, because it seems like he has everything. So I just get him money, because I'm like, oh, it's going to be Christmas, he can probably use the extra cash, whatever. But this year I really wanted to get him something different, and I was like, well, maybe I should just surprise him and take him to Louis Vuitton and let him just pick out whatever he wants or something. And then I thought, you know what, no, you know, he's working so hard at becoming bigger on social media, and I just need to get him something that's going to help do that, that's going to help make him more productive, right? So when he gets here today, I'm going to surprise him with not the idea, because it's more than an idea, we're going to do it. I'm going to surprise him by telling him that I'm getting him his own big Apple computer for his studio, because when I got the big Apple for my office upstairs for him to be able to edit on, he was like a little kid in a candy store. He was like, oh my God, this is so cool, it's so big, everything is so big, I can see, instead of like editing on this little laptop, right? So knowing how excited he was to do that in my office, I'm like, how excited would he be to be able to do that at his office, his studio? Like, I can just imagine him being even more productive, because you're just so much more excited to do your job. Okay, so he's like, aren't I supposed to be filming you? So you know how Christmas is coming.
Yes.
We got to figure out what to get Fab for Christmas.
So we're probably going to At Home.
So, and you know he would love for me to go to Saks or Neiman's and get him his present.
Or we're in the closet. We just go right in there and I can just pick something out, call it a day. You don't even gotta wrap it.
But so I could do that, but I feel like your parents can do that too. Mm-hmm. So
why not y'all both? I'm trying to build my collection.
So I've decided the thing that I can get you for Christmas is probably going to be more useful than a new bag. So I've decided that I'm going to let Fab, because I love for him to be able to grow his social media and whatnot. And so what better tool for him to help
or to help him in his career of becoming more successful with social media than to buy him either a new Apple laptop, like what I have, or a new Apple standalone, what's it called? Desktop? What's it called?
You're lying.
No.
You're lying. Oh. No way.
So it's either going to be a new laptop of his choice, because right now he has one of my littler laptops, right? And you know, upstairs in our office we have the big iMac, so that he can edit his videos and edit my videos and get so much more work done and be so much more productive and grow his social media.
Oh my God, I'm literally shaking. Yes. Let's go with that outfit too. That's a good pop of color.
This is actually, I think this is the one.
Yeah. Love the green. Love the size. Good for your phone. Little card holder. Classic.
And it's a lot easier to button that front too when there's like your phone and something in there.
Right.
Just
It's
press
harder.
up.
Yeah.
It's harder.
Yeah.
Okay, you better like it because it's yours.
What do you mean?
For Christmas.
This is my Christmas gift?
Yes.
Is that for a giveaway?
He's like,
This one. Stop. For real?
Yeah.
It was finally me. It was my turn.
So I just kind of have to brag on Fab for just a minute, guys. You know, he's a hell of a makeup artist. Hell of a makeup artist. And what is so cool is this past couple weeks ago, someone recognized his talents and flew him to LA to be one of the makeup artists.
Yeah.
For this filming. That's is it HBO?
Yep.
Yep.
HBO.
Yeah.
It's the show We're Here. They're actually starting their season 2. And yeah, I'm a part of it.
So I just have to kind of brag on him for a minute because I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm hit, even though he works for me and with me, I feel like sometimes I'm his second mama.
She's literally seen me grow into like where I'm at now.
Right. And I feel like I'm kind of like a mama bear in his ear sometimes, trying to help him grow, trying to help him learn, trying to give him advice.
Remember when I didn't have a bank account? There's so many things that I, had to learn to do. Gotta grow up.
But I literally had this proud mama moment when
You were there when it was happening.
Yeah, he was literally working for me that day, and we were wrapping up. The day is coming to an end, and all of this was transpiring and unfolding right in front of us. And he literally took the phone call from this drag queen.
Yeah, Shangela.
Right in front of me.
Yeah.
You had her on speaker.
Yeah, I was like, I need her to hear because I need to know that this is real and that this is going on, because I was just like freaking out.
And so I got to hear the conversation. You had it all on speakerphone, and I was just so proud. I'm like, Fab, you have to go. Like, you can edit my videos from anywhere.
Yeah.
You got to go. This is an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Fab. Girl, am I about to get surgery or makeup? The girls.
What you want?
But we being safe. All of them.
he's like, yeah. There's the true meaning of Christmas. That's the true meaning of helping people, right?
You can't say you don't help those who work for you.
What'd you get for Christmas, Fab?
I got a badass computer. I use it nonstop.
I gave her a bonus so she could have money to buy Christmas. And then I sent her home on Thursday with a bag full of goodies. And then today we went and shopped for her. So, hello.
Those are the angels.
Those are the angels going, yes! That was funny. I think Fab's got a pretty good job. Birthday in Cabo, what the hell? Are you having fun?
A fabulous time.
First
I don't
time in
wanna go
Mexico.
back. I don't want to go back. Don't take me back.
You want to stay here? We need to find you a boyfriend. Okay.
So I know a lot of you are probably asking, you know, what is this whole thing about this video? Like, what, we're not following you, Teresa, so we're trying to figure out what this video is really supposed to be all about. So basically what it's saying is I'm paying homage to all of the assistants that I've ever had. And you know, right now, I've only discussed with you about the last 10 to 15 years worth of housekeepers and assistants that have helped me along my path in life. But they go way back to my health club days and all of that. Like, I've never not had someone be my right arm person. And when I say right arm person, I mean they film me, they help me with clerical work, they help me with reservations, they help me with ideas, they help me with products. I mean, like, you just can't get somewhere in life without a little bit of help. And so basically, I'm pretty much saying thank you to all those who have been by my side throughout the years. And I look forward to the next 10 to 15 years of who's going to be by my side as I progress on this path. You know, I mean, like, you just can't do it alone. It's like they say it takes a tribe or a village to raise a child. Well, it's the same thing. You can't have a business, you can't run a business, you can't have this level of life and not have a right-hand person. And you can't expect that right-hand person to be with you indefinitely, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. I mean, like, that's just almost unheard of. You know, being a personal assistant in this world doesn't always mean long-term employment. A lot of times it's just a stepping stone as they progress into their dreams and their goals in life. And so I guess more than anything, I'm just paying homage and saying thank you to all of those of you that have been by my side, and I'm looking forward to the next one that's going to be by my side, next 2, next 3, however many it takes to help me continue on with my goals and dreams in life. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope you got out of the video what I was trying to get at. Once again, it's all about change and how you can accept it. And sometimes it's a blessing. Sometimes there's a meaning there and you don't know it and you figure it out later. It's all okay. It's all okay. And so this video is, you know, just this Kelly and Ryan thing that came up. You know, it's just like my podcasts. I do podcasts, Conversations in the Closet, and I've had different co-hosts do my podcast with me. One of my favorite, of course, is a friend of mine named Michael. But he doesn't get upset or mad, and my listeners don't get upset and mad when I choose someone else to do the podcast with me instead of Michael. Michael knows that he's part of it when I need and want him to be, and sometimes there's a different person that's a better fit for that podcast that day. And so, like I said, each and every person I've ever had, even as an assistant, they've all had their own ways that they are the best at what they do, and I've always missed every single one of them. And yeah, so like I said, I hope today's video is understood that change in life happens whether you like it or not. Change is inevitable. You cannot go through your life without change happening. And you can either embrace it and rejoice and maybe not rejoice. Some people don't want to rejoice. I always look at it as when one door closes, another door opens. That's the way you have to look at it, you know? And with each and every one of my assistants and people that have worked with me, the door has closed, but it's never closed permanently. The door has always been slightly open. So if they need me or want me or we want to just be friends, that door is still there. It's slightly open. But what I'm trying to get at is when one period of your life ends, another one begins. And that's what life is all about. And we're only here for a short period of time, and you have to enjoy it and make the best of it. And more than anything, this video is a tribute to each and every person that's ever been with me, worked with me, spent time with me, cried with me, laughed with me. Our time together might have been short, might have been long, but it was memorable, and we will always have the pictures and the videos and the memories in our hearts that nobody can take away from you. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got the message. We are trying to figure out whether we're going to continue to do the Motivational Mondays or not. Sometimes I feel like Motivational Mondays, Wacky Wednesdays, or Wellness Wednesdays, or Fashion Fridays, I feel like they've almost run their course, and maybe we need to change things up. When my teams are here next weekend or the following week, we're really going to be discussing that and figuring that out, because guess what? It might be time to change again. There was a period of time where we changed the whole filming thing and came up with Motivational Mondays and Wacky Wednesdays and Fashion Fridays. So maybe it's time to change things again. But guess what? If it is time to change things up and do something different, I'm ready. I'm open. Let's go. Let's do it. You know, nobody's ever supposed to stay the same forever. We're all supposed to grow. We're supposed to all evolve. And life is just supposed to get better and better and better. So with that said, check out my link tree. Make sure you find all my social media platforms. And I hope you truly got something out of it. And let me know about the Motivational Mondays, because maybe, I mean, that's part of the problem. Everybody wants me to mentor them, and I can't mentor everybody. And so that's where the vault is going to come into play, is because the vault will be almost like my personal training days, where I'm able to mentor all of you at the same time instead of just one-on-one. So until next time, guys, bye.